Hey, what's up? This is Meelah of R&B Divas Atlanta, and you're watching BOSSIP.com.
Why am I so much darker than everybody else? Why do they call me names? They make fun of me because of my skin.
I was able to overcome my short-lived issue with my skin complexion because my mom always made me feel pretty. I felt pretty at home. So I never really felt like I had an issue with it or ugly or what have you until I went to school, which was odd to me because I'm like, now I don't feel any kind of way about, my color at home. So why, when I leave the house, and go to school, is it an issue? And, clearly these are just little kids themselves that just were probably mimicking something that they'd heard. But it was just in elementary school. Once I got to junior high and high school, it was done. But then, oddly enough, those issues started to resurface in the industry. But if I had to give advice, which I would like to talk to young girls that are of a darker hue of brown, I would love to tell them that just because their skin is brown, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever, that definitely doesn't make it as though you're less pretty than anybody that's lighter. Because everybody that has lighter skin doesn't have a pretty face. I've seen it. Yes, I'm definitely interested in the swirl, honey. Vanilla and chocolate, chocolate and vanilla, caramel and chocolate. What else we got? I left some taffy chocolate. Honey, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I think that it's okay that Latavia doesn't want to sing on the show. I think that just because you are not ready to sing does not, disqualify you for being a diva. Latavia has done many things, to earn, I think, the title of a diva. She's had an amazing contribution to the music industry. And, carrying on, she has a freaking infant baby and she's out hustling. Like, that's a diva to me. But as a friend, I try to encourage her. My encouragement to her as a friend, as far as the singing thing goes, is do it when you're ready. I definitely think I can relate more than the other girls, not just because I came from a group, but because we've both been away for so long. You know what I mean? Most of the other ladies have either been on the cast of R&B Divas for a few seasons, have been, singing, releasing songs, performing, doing stuff. So they've kind of been in it for a minute. She and I started probably sooner than some of the other ladies, but we've been gone so long, we've been kind of like just chillaxing, you know what I'm saying? I think they're a little insensitive about that part of it. But don't get me wrong, when you're a professional, I know you gotta do what you gotta do, but give her a break, child. What I think about female R&B groups today is there aren't any. They're non-existent. I mean, I think the relevance of groups have changed because they're just not relevant anymore. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're living in like, a selfish type of society where, we just want to see, one dude and one chick and it'll be all about like them, me. I don't know. I think, unfortunately, there's no sisterhood anymore and or brotherhood. And I think social media has kind of made people like cocky and conceited. I haven't spoken to them in a while. We used to keep in touch and just to say hey every now and again, but we're about overdue. We're long overdue. But we don't, have any beef or anything that I know of. Last time I checked, we had squashed all of the foolishness and kind of had moved on. We went on and had families. They have children and husbands. I have, my family. So I think it's just a matter of us just kind of growing up and living our own individual lives. Dealing with my son's autism is definitely not always an easy thing. It's gotten better over the years because I guess I'm just now at least, used to it and I've adjusted and adapted. But every day is definitely at some point throughout the day maybe challenging for me. It's just really emotional because I'm so sensitive and a woman and a mommy, and you just want your baby to have the best and be the best. And he's only 5, so to me he's still a baby, and I just baby him, which is terrible. But I'm dealing with it though. It's coming along. His speech is coming along. It's a little difficult just raising a child with a communication language delay because you don't always know what he wants or needs because he can't really verbalize it to you. So that's the most challenging thing. I'm so excited that my solo career is finally taking off. It's been so long, and I think a lot of people, are not really sure if I can pull it off, if I can do it, because I've been gone so long, because I come from a group, But I tell you one thing, honey, even though the industry has changed, the thing I think that conquers all and will just, you know, really warrant why I should be doing this again is the voice.